you say my name, say my name. If you claim you want me, it ain't no thing. You acting kinda shady. You ain't been calling me baby. Boy, you can go stop playing games.
That was the old.
And we back.
Man, me and Jessica, we've been talking before we press record, so we're gonna get straight into it. Welcome back to another week of Black Bougie and Bout It, where you get real, raw, and rich conversation. I am Abani Ayana.
And I am Jessica Monique. Woo, baby.
Before we press record, we was just talking about unwarranted lies because, like, I don't know what it is, and we love men on this podcast. I love men. I enjoy being around them, and especially black men. I truthfully, honestly,
Yes,
I rock with y'all.
that's my favorite flavor.
But what the fuck be up with some of the shit that be happening sometimes? Last week we had to act on our best behavior, but this week I got shit to get off my chest because I don't know if y'all follow me on Instagram, but yesterday I made a post that none of y'all responded to, which I find very ironic how none of y'all want to respond to the cheating post, but maybe that's because y'all all be cheating.
Man.
Y'all don't want to tell me why y'all want to cheat, but y'all want to be in my DMs trying to cheat. Oh, okay. But we were just talking about the unwarranted lies, how like sometimes dudes will just tell you a lie just cause it's not like you told, like you didn't even ask him nothing. You didn't even say nothing. He just came out and lied to you and just said it because he could. And I don't understand why people do that. I don't know.
Yeah, what prompted this conversation was I was telling Amdi that I saw a TikTok, where this girl, if I find the TikTok, also I'll like link it below in the description box. But she basically goes on the wall every day, right? And every day on her wall at the park, she sees the same guy. They've never, exchanged numbers, never went on no date, never even had like real conversation before, right? They just hi and by each other every day. So he comes up to her one day and he's like, oh, I'm really feeling you. I really like you. Just all the above, right? And she was like, okay, like, all right. And he was like, but I know I'm not ready for you. And she was just kind of like, what the fuck? So I don't feel the same way because I'm nice to everybody. I just say hey to you every day. I'm just being polite. So
and why come up to me in the first place?
Yeah. So they exchange numbers and it's social media. She gets on social media the next day and he has a whole girlfriend. Like a girlfriend of years they've been together. And she was just like, why? What was the reason?
Because niggas get a thrill out of that shit. And that's what we were just talking about, how like, I'm gonna be honest on this podcast because this is where we give y'all real, raw, and rich conversation. I'm young, I'm wild, I'm free, and I'm a hot girl, city girl sometimes. And sometimes I be doing stuff that I ain't got no business doing. And so I have encountered some people who were taken by other people. And my thing is, if you gonna approach somebody with that type of energy, I feel like you should commit to it. And that's just my opinion. Yeah. Like, they don't make it right, they don't make it wrong, but that's just how I feel. If I was in a relationship, like me, if I had a man or whatever, and I went up to a dude and I was like, yeah, I think you so fine, attractive, I've been watching you and I want some of you, I'm not coming up to him telling him that if I don't plan on
actually
acting on it, like pursuing him, doing something, making plans. Because why the fuck would I approach you with that type of energy if I didn't plan on, taking it any further? Because it was unwarranted. Like, you didn't tell me to come talk to you. I just decided to come talk to you, and that's how it feels. It's just like, especially when a lot of men online on social media be steady in your DMs, like, oh, you look so good. What I do to you if I da 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 da. But then it's like, I look at your page, you married, you got kids, and you ain't really trying to move. You ain't doing create no motion. You ain't really trying to do nothing. So it's just like, what's the point of getting online or pursuing somebody when you fucking married if you don't even plan on actually going forward with what you pursuing. Like, I just feel like that's you. It's almost like you risking some shit for no reason. I feel like I would not be putting my marriage on the line if I wasn't going to at least get some out of it.
Right.
You know, it's
I
like
think it
you
just be
about to.
kind of like stroking their ego. I wonder, do they be feeling like, they want to know if they still got it or something? Because it don't be making sense. Like, you go bother somebody, like, you go bother somebody that's not doing anything. They not studying you. And then you proceed to just be like hounding them about getting together, and then one, never do, or two, you do it and you never tell her like what the whoop is, that you got a whole wife and kids and a whole family,
And it's
or
always the
a whole
men online
girlfriend.
who you go to their social media page and their wife ain't nowhere on that page.
Yep.
I keep trying to tell y'all. I know people be like, "Oh, y'all be caring too much about social media," but if he's a social media nigga, and y'all know what I mean, somebody who be
Somebody
posting
that
on a
be
daily
posting.
basis,
Yeah.
you can post your wife. People should know you married. If you post your kids, you can post that you married.
Yeah.
So this whole
I mean,
I try to
I
keep my
feel like,
relationship private bullshit is
yeah,
bullshit.
because I feel like an anniversary post, a birthday post, Mother's Day, a Christmas family photo, like something like your family should be a wedding photo, like your family should be like on the page. I feel like if you're one of those people who post all the time, now it is some niggas out there who post like, once a year, like myself.
Right. Which is cool, but
You know
no,
what I'm
it
saying?
be niggas who are
Mhm.
avid posters, who are a part of
Yeah.
organizations, clubs, or whatever,
Mhm.
be outside, be doing stuff,
Outside.
and you don't be knowing that they married.
Yep.
And that's because they be trying to dibble and dab or whatever, and that
Mhm.
shit is lame. That shit
They
is so lame. Because to
sneaky.
me,
Yeah, they sneaky as
if
fuck.
you're not gonna for real cheat, stop. Get out the field. Get out the field and get your ass in the house with your wife. Get out
Because
the field and
honestly,
get your ass in the house with your wife.
most of the time, if you really like fucking with somebody and you on that kind of time, and it's just like you said, like, it's some women out here that still fuck around with you and they know you got a wife or they know you got a girlfriend, because they may not even desire nothing else from you but like the dick you throwing. For real.
Exactly.
Like, if you just was honest, she'll probably be like, go ahead and give you some and then you can get on. Like, I don't know. Maybe, see, what's a good example of this? Mariah Mills. And I know we talked about this before, but now she claiming that the boy that been whooping her ass. And I feel like, I don't be wanting to call nobody a lie, but sis.
We gonna mind our business on this one.
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
don't know
leave
about
it
that
alone.
one. But even with her, like, he been messing around with that girl and he got a whole family.
I just hope he ain't still fucking around with her. That's what I really hope. Cause you know how some niggas, they'll double back. They're on the late night creep. And I hope he
All
ain't dumb enough to
day.
keep fucking with her because
She mental.
no, for real.
No, honestly.
I really think that she wanted to be the one with the baby. And when she found out that other girl was getting the baby, that sent her off the deep end. And here we are.
Yeah.
So,
Bless her heart.
but anyways, how was your last week? Let's do our weekly. We like to check in. How are you doing? How's your mental health?
My mental health is good. Let me see. This past week, towards the end of the week, I kind of was off work, but I don't be telling nobody, because magically when I get off work, then everybody has something they want me to do.
Right. That's why I don't say nothing. I show up places.
Yeah. So I don't say anything, and like, y'all know I still live at home, and so sometimes I be getting up, getting ready like I'm going to work, and I don't be going to work. I'd be like, I'll go to a coffee shop or something, or like whatever. But other than that, it's been fine. It's just being at home. My mom and them be getting on my damn nerves. And just in times like this, I really just be like wanting my own space, like my own everything. So it's just kind of made me more like buckle down on my goals, because this is something that's got to change, and like soon.
I feel you on that.
Yeah.
We all been there before, so hey, sometimes you gotta, apply some pressure.
Oh, the pressure is getting worse. Worse. So yeah, other than that, everything's been good. I kind of was off today too because my boss, he went out of town and he hurt his back. So
Mm.
he didn't want to come in the office today. So I guess we're gonna see if we have to come tomorrow. If you
Must
don't
be
put,
nice.
don't strain yourself now. Don't strain. Don't do what you can.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. How about you? You had the
I'm
weekend.
good. Yes, I went. I almost put my t-shirt on so y'all could see, and
Yes.
I almost came in. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. But if you
Yes.
don't follow me on Instagrams, I went and
Right.
saw the queen herself, the queen bee, Beyonce.
Beyonce. Are you happy to be
She
in
came.
Paris?
Are you happy to be in Paris?
In Paris.
But yeah, she came to Nashville. We thought it was gonna rain, but it didn't, and we had a time. I had a time. I can't speak for everybody else, but I enjoyed myself.
Baby.
I was there with my mom. It was my mom's first
Yes.
time seeing Beyonce, and she was definitely like, "Yeah, it was worth the money." She gave me a show. It was such a good time, like especially if you're a fan of Beyonce. I think like all the things that you see online where people are saying like this is really a good culmination, a good like just all of her career, everything from her career, the last 30 years or whatever, just coming together and just blossoming into this wonderful production. It just 10 out of 10. If I could, I low key in the back of my mind, I'm like, can I scrounge up some more change to go to another show? Can I one of these last minute tickets and like pop up somewhere for another show, because it was just so
Yeah.
good.
I'm so
It was so
excited to
good.
go.
It was so
I'm
good.
so
It was so
happy.
good.
I was so like, I was laying in the bed watching your stories. I'm laying there like Michelle Obama. I'm like, ooh, girl, I am living. I was living for you singing in the
I wanted
background.
to post so
Everything.
many more clips. But I was like, I don't want to get on people's nerves. And I still had to pinch myself because it was so surreal. But it was such a good show. It was like such a good show. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, and the mic was on. The mic was on. I know people be talking about my girl, but the mic was on the entire time. Okay.
I love it.
So
I'm
yeah,
so
it was
excited.
good.
I'm so excited.
Now I can be back in the house because I've been out the last 2 weekends. I've been outside. Y'all know TT Albany do not be in these streets like that. So y'all have seen me. I didn't been out. I didn't been cute. I didn't live my life. I'm about to go back into my little hiding shell. Be back in the house on the weekends, because I can't. I don't see how y'all do it. I feel like my body just now is catching back up to me. So
traveling will have you off like that.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, it was good. But let's go ahead and get into some of the stuff that's been going on, because I feel like in the midst of my life been going crazy, everything been going crazy out here in this world.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know if you've seen this trend on TikTok with the girl, and I want to say she's Black or like I think she's Black, but the girl, she has the flat iron with the popcorn kernels, and she's like on there like yum, yeah, yummy, right, cowgirl, yeah, ooh, hey. And I was like, the first time I saw that shit, I was like, what the fuck is this, like? And I was like literally, I was like, what the fuck is this? And I literally kept scrolling. So fast forward, I guess a week now, it is this trend that has taken over this. It's called an NPC, which I guess is supposed to replicate like Sims and like, video game characters, how they kind of like, are just existing in in air and all of that. But now apparently it's this trend that people are doing on TikTok where people are making a ton of money, like 5 to 6 figures every week.
Yes.
So, what do you think about this? Do you think it's weird? Because a lot of people are saying that it's, kind of sexual and
Yeah.
that it's kind of like a kink, and this is not something that should be, done on this TikTok platform that, kids can watch and have access to. So, how do you feel about it?
It's kind of weird because I feel like nowadays everything kind of has like a slippery slope. Like it may have started off as like a joke or whatever, but people are so nasty. I can't think of another word to call it, but like people are so nasty. They kind of like fetishize everything. So I do think it has turned kind of sexual because I've been seeing some of the little like jokes and stuff that people been saying, and they do kind of like treat it like it's a sex doll kind of a thing. So I don't know. I don't know that I agree with it also being on TikTok. There's a lot of weird shit on TikTok though. That your kids,
Especially on TikTok Live.
yeah, on TikTok Live, it is.
Did you ever see those videos where that guy would be having sex with that girl and they'd be reading books?
Ew, no.
Oh my! And they would be really quick. Like you would have to catch it, like because they would only be on there like 10 seconds.
A second.
And they would
So
literally
weird.
be having sex, and the girl would be like reading a book, and she'd be like, and then they went up the mountain, and then the flowers they bloomed, and the flowers bloomed, and they like, and she would be they would be like,
wow. Yeah.
if y'all watch this, put in the comments if y'all seen that live. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It was a couple who used to be on live having. I mean, I'm talking about
the sex. Yeah.
the meat.
The sex. Yeah.
On live, and they would only be on there real quick. Cause me and some of my friends, if we would be on TikTok, we'd be like, they on live, get on there.
See, they probably had to get on and get off before somebody reported them.
Yeah, because TikTok do not be playing by this.
Nah, they don't. And it's so crazy. That's why I'm like, even at work, like we used to go live on TikTok every day. Now I think he does it like twice a week. But we used to get like banned from TikTok for the simplest things. Like I remember one Halloween or whatever, he dressed up as like a lumberjack, and he had it looked like a fake, like it was like a piece of wood, and it got reported for like having weapons in the video. Like just stuff like that. I'm like, they be catching the weirdest like stuff that don't be nothing, but they let all this other stuff slide. So it's so weird.
Yummy. Ride them cowgirl. Yeah.
People are just weird.
I ain't gonna lie. I've been seeing the people doing that shit. I'm like, I don't know. I think I could do
I think I could do it.
Yummy.
Right. Yeah. I got a little hot voice. Huh? Yeah. Yummy.
Ride them cowgirl. Thank you. Yeah.
Like, why y'all want me to sound like a toy? It is very weird.
I do it to make me a quick 3,000. I do it
too.
You ain't getting naked.
I'm not high and mighty with it. I'm not judging.
You just pop in popcorn kernels. Yummy.
They said it's like a little Japanese cartoon or something. It's giving that.
It is giving very much so the hentai category.
Yeah, it's giving that. Yeah. It's giving very much that. Like, well, more power to our sis. She making her money, child, and she has.
Look, if you see, girl, we want you on the show. I want to interview you so we can talk dividends. I want to know how much you done made so far and what gave you the idea. And do you have any other ventures going on? Are you just doing this, or do you do OnlyFans too? Like, I think I read she does OnlyFans too. But we down to interview you, girl, because I'm here for the entrepreneurship of it all.
Yeah, me too. Definitely. I do think the AI stuff is like getting weird, but I feel like it's just the times. It's gonna be one of those
baby shit, and that shit was very much so strange. Like, I just was like, "Ooh, this is a little bit too weird." I posted it like on my story, but I was just like, "This shit is weird," because I saw just like me as a baby.
I saw a lot of people saying how it was generating almost like child porn because it would generate pictures of the kids naked. Yeah, so they were saying for people to like chill out on doing it because then people could like take the photos and sell it, and it would be like that.
These sick bastards
That's
out
what
here.
I'm
It's
saying.
like
I feel
always,
like,
it's always a loophole in some shit.
yeah, I feel like it's stuff be good, but I feel like it's people out there are sick, and if you have like bad intentions, then you gonna take it there. So I guess you just can't do
Mhm.
nothing about it. But the AI stuff is a little weird to me sometimes.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
even though I love Chat GPT, okay.
I be tearing it up. I just used it the other day to write me a little cover letter.
I used it today to create me a beginner friendly lightweight glute routine because I've been running I've been doing these 5Ks. If you follow me on Instagram, y'all know I've been in my 5K bag and I've been running my miles. And if y'all been seeing the body looks good. But what I have noticed is that my ass was trying to leave me, and it's left me before, and I started getting it back again. So what I have to do is start lifting weights, and I have to start
Yeah,
eating and increasing my protein
the
and all of
protein.
that. So I definitely went on there today and was like, create a 30-minute beginner friendly, lightweight to no weight glutes
I
workout
love lifting
routine.
weights, and we live heavy at the gym. I like it. It doesn't
I
make
don't think
you. It doesn't
I
make
think
you muscular. Like you're not gonna be a bodybuilder, but if you
I'm
want
not worried
to,
about it. I'm just weak. My upper body's weak. Like I have zero upper
oh
body
yeah,
strength. So I have to start out light. Plus I have long nails. So I have to I literally can't even lift the bar. Like I don't have any upper body strength. So that's why I'm starting off like
if I can
lightweight
do
with
it, you can do it.
everything.
Cause I'm
I'ma
not
start.
that
I'ma
girl.
start.
Yeah, if
I'ma
I can do
start
it, you can do it. Cause
because
he pushes us at the
I need
gym.
my
Like
ass.
we didn't been over 100.
Okay.
Okay, you know what
See,
I'm
I'm
saying?
just trying to get to 20.
Now, baby,
Like I said, I do not have no upper body. Y'all see
you
this?
need to
It's
start
fat.
with
That's all it is.
the little ones. Then you need to do the little
No, I
ones.
really do. I can do tens. I can do tens, but it's sometimes a strain. So I feel like I'm gonna probably start with 5 to perfect my form and then go up to 10 and then I'll increase. I think I could probably increase each week.
Mm-hmm.
But I definitely have to start out very light because I do not want to hurt myself and all that. But shout out to ChatGPT.
Yes.
Um
Oh, let's talk about this birthday bill thing.
so I really thought this was staged,
I
but I
do
guess
too.
not.
Yeah, I was
It looked
thinking
kind of
it.
staged. Anytime
Mhm.
I see that super zoomed out angle, it be seeming
Yeah.
like it just be seeming like fake to me. I don't
Yeah.
know why.
Y'all doing the
But
skit.
yeah,
Somebody
like y'all set this up.
yeah. We know how you girls like to tussle when it's your birthday, and we know y'all get mad about your birthday dinner. So I guess this is something else for you to get mad at. If your friends go to an expensive restaurant, are you splitting the $4,600 bill with everybody? Hmm?
Well,
Mhm.
let's first of all talk about the video. So the video, it seemed to be a group of friends, and correct me if I'm wrong. It looked like it was 3 girls and 2 guys.
That's all we can kind of really see. Hmm.
Right. So the 3 girls were sitting down, which I'm assuming one of the girls was the birthday girl.
Yeah.
And then the 2 guys were up. And the guy was like, the bill like $4,600. We not paying all that because y'all got lamb chops, y'all got steak, y'all got lobster tails, naming all the stuff. He was like, y'all did too much. Y'all went overboard. And the girls at the table was like, well, it's her birthday. It's my birthday. Da, da, da. We talked about splitting the bill. So the question is like, I guess one, who is in the wrong, and then 2, like, what is the birthday dinner etiquette, or what should you do in a situation like this? So first things first, for me, I thought a couple years ago we talked about this, like, if you were going in your big grown age, if you're doing birthday
Hmm.
dinners, it should be one of 2 things. One, you do like a dinner party where you pretty much the birthday person has paid for everything and everybody just comes and eats and they celebrate you. You can encourage people to bring gifts, but you've paid for everything. You plan a birthday party, a birthday dinner. Or 2, your friends decide that they gon' they'll cover your meal and then
Hmm.
everybody else covers their own meals. You can do that.
Hmm.
So with the split the bill situation, I don't know how I really feel about that, especially for a birthday dinner, because I'm not really here to be paying for anybody else's food except maybe the person whose birthday it is if I didn't
And
get
that's
them a gift.
it. Yeah.
And that's it. So I'm kind of with the guys, if I'm being quite honest on this, because if yo, like, say me, you, and Shannon and some other folks went out for your birthday, and this is no disrespect to them, but if they got lamb chops and lobster tails and all of this stuff, why the fuck should I have to pay for it? Like, I didn't
Exactly.
tell
Yeah.
them to order that shit. Like, like
Mhm.
that's not my. It ain't their birthday.
And I
Like,
feel like people be going overboard if that's the kind of time that they on. I feel like they be going overboard because they know they splitting the bill with everybody. Cause like if you know you don't have any money, why are you even doing that?
because that's what it's really given, that you don't normally probably eat that shit, and you try to abuse this
Hmm.
opportunity of splitting the bill to get whatever the fuck you wanted. And that ain't even cool. And I think that's fucked up even for the birthday girl to kind of be on their side to be like, yeah, we talked about splitting the bill, because it's like, yeah,
Hmm.
we might have talked about splitting your bill, but I doubt that they talked about just splitting the entire bill, especially if they went to a place that you can order $4,600 worth of. That's like 4,000. That's a lot of fucking food.
Yeah. And that's a lot of food, and then they probably somewhere where everything is super expensive too. So
And if
um
you like me, you look up a menu before you go, so you knew how much that shit was gonna
mhm.
cost before. And if you're a person who really been to some expensive ass places, you also know if you go online and they don't have the goddamn price on the fucking menu, you paying a lot of goddamn money.
Yeah.
If
And
they just
see,
got dollar signs,
yeah.
that means or market price.
Hmm. I saw a lot of comments like because the person who posted it was one of the guys, and he
Mhm.
was like one of the people saying that he wasn't gonna pay for it, like split the bill or whatever. He was just gonna pay for his check. But
Mhm.
I saw a lot of people saying like, of course he was right. Most people agreed, but then I saw some comments that was like, why even decide to go somewhere so expensive? And I'm like, I mean, if it's your birthday, you got the right to decide wherever you want to go eat, but your friends don't have to come, or your friends
Exactly.
may just be coming out of support. And so if you see them just ordering, like an appetizer or something,
Mhm.
and that's all they can do. I don't know why people like shame folks for like what they got and what they don't have. Like if they come
Mhm.
in and they getting just an appetizer or something, what's the problem with that? Like they not asking you for no money. Like they just coming to
Exactly.
support you for your birthday. Why would you expect them to put in on a bill like that? Even if it wasn't $4,600, if it was $300 at the table,
Yeah.
and I done spent maybe 30, 35. I'm not putting up. Why?
Mm-mm. And to be honest, and this is just my personal opinion, especially when we talking about being grown, if you can't
Mhm.
afford the restaurant, you don't need to go.
You don't
And
need
that's
to
just
go.
that's called being real grown. You be honest with your
Mhm.
friend. You don't have to even say it in the group message or whatever. You call your friend, you say, "Hey girl," or "Hey
Mhm.
man," whatever. I love you. I appreciate you. But I right now I got some things going on. I'm trying to set some stuff up. I cannot go to the restaurant for your birthday, but hey, I'll send you some money. Enjoy a drink and an appetizer on me. Happy birthday. I love you. And hey, if y'all do something after the dinner, I'll go out with y'all or whatever. But I
Mhm.
just can't do the dinner. And if that's your real friend, they'll respect
They'll
that,
understand. Yeah.
and they'll understand and then moving on. But I have never heard of this in my life of nobody splitting a bill for a birthday dinner. I've always heard of like the people might be like, hey, we all gonna chip in on the birthday girl and we'll take care of her tab.
Mhm.
But I've never heard of people being like, we just gonna split everything and it's one singular person birthday.
Right. Yeah. I feel this same way about trips and stuff too. I don't want to go nowhere with nobody, and on the trip we got the penny pinch the whole time. Like we might
Mm-mm.
can be on a budget. Like we all know we ain't
Mm-hmm.
rich, but like on the trip, if we act, oh, we don't, I don't want to do that, or like, let's go somewhere else. Like, I don't want to go
Mm-hmm.
there. Why did you come?
And again, if you like me, I'm gonna look up all that shit before we go anyway.
Right.
So I'm not gonna get surprised because one thing I don't like being is embarrassed. So I'm gonna be looking up if we go into like when I went to Dallas a couple weeks ago. I went ahead and like, because you can look up stuff like, oh, what's the average price of a drink, or what's the whatever, and you can budget for this stuff. But a lot of people be going places and don't have no goddamn money and really be relying on their friends to make sure that they have a good time, and I think that's really fucked up because
it's so inconsiderate.
Because I like to use my friends when I really need them, okay? If I'm calling you asking you for some money, that means I need that money, okay? I need it. Yeah. I need it. I got a bill to pay, and they at the door right now about to turn some shit off. That's if I'm calling my friends for money, not because I took my happy ass on a trip that I ain't got no business going on in the first place, and I just want to be a part of the crowd. And now I'm stuck here and I ain't got shit else.
Like, that's not even fun when you do that. Like, I have a friend.
Traveling broke is not fun. Trust me.
I have a friend. She just went somewhere with some girls, like, for a party or whatever. And that was one of the things she said. Like, she didn't really know them like that. But she just knew the person who, like, party it was for. But when they did get out, and like they was like mad because they had to like pay to get in the club, and then you got to pay for your drinks and stuff, and it's like, yeah, like we're not in Birmingham. Like, what did you expect? Like, in a lot of these bigger cities and stuff, like stuff is expensive, so you have to think about that, like when you going out. But on the other side, all y'all got Louis Vuitton down. Oh, we was balling out earlier at the mall and everything. But now when it's time to go out, you ain't got no money.
And that's how some of these, and see, that's why I'm gonna stick to my Telfar and my Fashion Nova fit, and then I can afford a $15 drink, and I'm not complaining about it. Matter of fact, I can afford 3 of them if I want it. Like,
yeah,
and that's why my circle this big in the first place. Cause that shit be irritating me.
Yeah,
like that shit irritates me so much. Like, and I don't mind splitting no bill. Cause please do not look at. I will be the first person when the boy to come. Oh, we're splitting the bill, but. You gotta, it's certain times, certain places, because me and you, like, we've been out at certain times where you'll be like, you know what, nah, I get the mimosa this one. Oh, yeah, okay, cool. And then the next time we go, I'll be like, nah, I got the drinks. It's cool. I got the drinks. It's cool. Like, especially if it's some little shit. Like, if I know this ain't about to be more than $30, $40, $50, I ain't even about to trip.
I ain't tripping off that.
Like, it's fine, cool, whatever. But yeah, I haven't ever. They wild for that. I think they
$4,600. But
what the fuck did y'all eat?
And this is the thing too. I'm not even finna be ghetto.
The restaurant.
Yes, like I'm not even finna be ghetto and like argue with you in the restaurant. I'm not finna have no shout match. I'm finna put my $30 on the table, and I'm finna gather my things and some of yours.
I'm going now. I ain't even going to the table. I'm going to the waiter stand, sir. I will be paying for the chicken Alfredo and the 2 lemon drops. Thank you. And I'm looking at the birthday girl like, you just fucked up your gift too. Because if you thought I was about to participate in this bullshit, you had another fucking thing coming. And I will pay for my food and I will dip. And that will be the end of that friendship, because that's wild.
I watched his the part 2 of it or whatever, and the people who are in the thing, he said he's been friends with them since like the 3rd grade, and basically like they said they didn't want to be friends anymore.
I wouldn't want to be friends with his ass. With their ass.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be friends either. Crazy. Child. Let's see.
Now let's talk about. I love this rapper, actually. I know she's receiving some heat right now, but I love Miss Pound Town. Miss, I'm looking for the hoe. I love me some sexy red, okay? I love me some sexy red. She make music for the bitches, okay?
The what now?
For the beaches, okay?
The why in that? The bitches.
Beaches, okay? Because I just love her music. It always makes me want to go out, have a good time, get drunk, and do some crazy shit, and have a good time. Just a couple dumb decisions, but have a good time while doing it. But over the weekend, she went to a middle school. And the video of her being at the school went viral because of when she came in the school. She proceeded to throw up her middle fingers and some other gang signs and things. And when this video hit the internet, everybody start going in like, "You're at a school in front of kids. Da, 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 da. Why is she there in the first place? The music she makes isn't even kid friendly. Da 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 da." And she responded like, "With y'all ain't even asked me why I was there in the first place. I was giving out school supplies, trying to get these kids some stuff they ain't have. Da." So, to me, I just, I respect the cause that she was dropping off the school supplies. But I just think, again, she made music for the bitches, okay?
Mhm.
So y'all expecting someone who is from round the fucking way, no media training, no, this girl, just is on her way up. She might not even be moved out from where she might have moved out now. But, she fresh off the block, fresh out her hood, fresh,
Yeah.
and you can tell, and that's no disrespect to her, because I love that she's authentic to who she is, and she ain't trying to change it up to be mainstream. She's just being who she is. I just think this is when now, if you're gonna start doing stuff like this because you're starting to climb up in your career, this is when you need to have a little media training. You need to have somebody there to talk to you. You need to have somebody there who's gonna kind of control the situation a little bit, so that you don't make mistakes like this, which is walking into a middle school full of children throwing your middle fingers up.
I 100% agree. I be saying this about all of the rappers and stuff. Anytime like they be having moments where it's like, oh, people are so outraged. How could they do this? I'm like, they just be plucking people off the damn street. And Monday they was at school or hustling. Saturday they at their damn show. Like they have not had time to really get acclimated to living their life in the spotlight. So they just be moving like how they would normally act, and you can't do that anymore.
Right.
I don't think they even really be investing in the team for a lot of these folks where they can have media training. Like I don't think they really invest in the artists anymore. They damn sure ain't developing the talent. So let's start there. Anyway, with her,
you need to bring back the boom cat classes.
I need the school of Matthew Knowles, Boom Cat, P. Diddy, Ike Turner,
right. Making the band, bring it back.
Joe Jackson. Can we have? We need help, okay? The school of Tiana Taylor. Somebody like we need all the things. But yeah,
why she going around collecting stars like they Infinity Stones? Add Sexy Red to the list, okay? Because I fuck with Sexy Red, but she cannot be. It's just like, come on, girl. Like, what made you even feel the urge? You running into the gymnasium. What even made you want to do this? What? Come on now.
Yeah. I remember when I was at Ramsey, we used to have like random celebrities come up there. But it would be like nobody celebrities though. It would be like
not nobody.
Oh dang, I forgot. Like, wasn't it like the New Boys?
Oh, you're a jerk. You're a jerk.
Yeah, if anybody from Ramsey like watching this, can you correct me if I'm wrong? I know it was like 2 or 3 people that came up there, and it's actually like a viral video, like a viral picture. I think I had already graduated, but somebody came up there and they was performing, and the kids' faces in the gym was like, y'all. I love that school.
I wish we had some special performers coming to my love country
ass private school. Honey? And it wasn't even for a reason. Like I think they was just up there. Like they came up there and like just to be like, oh, they came to school. I think they came with 95.7 jams or whatever. But yeah, as far as her, I'm sure her heart was in the right place. She probably just didn't know what to do. She probably used to performing like that, and honestly, it's probably her comfort zone. And so it may not have just dawned on her in the moment that she's there with kids. I don't know why the school had her come, but that's another question. I don't know. Again,
I wasn't gonna bring it up, but
you know what I'm saying? Why did the school? You know what I'm saying? Can we get
what happened to that girl Lele or something.
You know what I'm saying? Like, who
Or what's
else
the little
the
girl
children
who
got?
what's the little baby Van Van? Why y'all ain't bring Van
Y'all,
Van up?
y'all gonna have to start getting some of these little folks off TikTok or something. You know, I don't know
Cause Dixie
who
Red
they
is
got.
at least 22. I'm like, y'all done brought this grown ass woman who made grown ass music to the like. She could have just made a private donation. She did not have to
Yeah.
be at the pep rally. Okay,
And you
like
know what? I'm here for her coming or whatever, giving away the. Maybe she just take pictures or something, or like
yeah.
we don't need no whole performance. Cause how you gonna do Pound Town at the middle school?
Well, I don't think she performed. I think they played. I think they played the song when she came in, which is still fucked up because again, the song's
That's
called
what I'm
Pound
saying.
Town.
Like, so
Somebody lost their job. You were about to lose your job.
I wonder, was it
You were about to lose your job.
get that dance? I wonder, was it like how I said at my school? It was with the radio station. Like maybe the radio station just had her up there or something.
But again, this was like a fucking middle school. Like this ain't even high schoolers. We talking about 12-year-olds and 13-year-olds.
Yeah, I mean that was just a poor judgment mistake. Yeah, that was poor judgment because I don't. That 1+1 is not 2 in that situation.
Yeah,
I don't know what
but
that
shout
is.
out to her for giving back and trying to help the kids and give them, some
Yeah,
school supplies and help them
at least she
get
doing
back.
some.
Right.
So,
So
who
moving
child?
on.
This next topic is kind of heavy, and it also hits close to home.
No, when I say too close to home, because why did I go to high school with that girl boyfriend?
Oh, really?
Yes, he went to Bessemer Academy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, if you guys, I'm sure you know by now, Carly Russell, she did disappear and she's now been found. She turned up at her parents' house. I want to say a few days ago now, Saturday or Sunday morning.
Yeah, on Saturday night around 10:45 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
So just a quick overview.
Yeah.
On last Thursday, Russell went missing on I-459 in Hoover. And again, if you from Alabama, the Birmingham area, you're very familiar with this area. In
Mm-hmm.
Hoover. After calling 911 to report that a small child in a diaper was lost and wandering along the side of the freeway. After she stopped to check on the child, she called her brother's girlfriend, who heard Russell ask the child without a response if they were okay, followed by Russell suddenly screaming and then the sound of the interstate, according to Russell's mother.
Mm-hmm.
When officers arrived to the scene, they did not find any kids, but they did find Russell's car, her wig, belongings, phone, all of that. And they proceeded to pretty much, say that she's missing, and the search began, and they searched all of Friday, all of Saturday, and then it was said that she returned home. She showed up at her parents' house around 10:45 Saturday evening. And she went
On
to the
foot at that.
hospital
Yeah.
on foot, and they took her to the hospital to check her out. Statements have been released by her family and her boyfriend, just saying that, hey, will y'all give us some privacy, respect her wishes. She's, been through a traumatic event, and, when she's ready to talk, she'll talk. But right now we just want to, respect our privacy.
Right. Okay, I'm back. Sorry.
It's all right.
I guess my computer gets hot while it's in here on the charger. So I just
Okay.
had to unplug it. So yeah.
All right.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I'm like frustrated about that. But yeah. So I heard everything you said. You said that people have been saying like it's a hoax or whatever, and why would somebody even fake that? That's my question too.
Right, because when the police, they said there was no trace of any, baby when they got on the scene. They said no other calls had been put in about seeing a child on I-459. So they said that was, kind of strange that if it was a kid out there, why was she the only one to see this kid?
To call. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of thinking that when I first heard it, because usually they would. like when the news goes to find people, they'll be like, yeah, I saw the baby too, but I didn't stop, or I called, or whatever. You just haven't heard
Mm-hmm.
anybody like say anything. But I am definitely grateful that she made it home safely.
Right.
um
Mm-hmm.
I think people need to give them and her family some grace, because it's like, if she had a traumatic experience, or if something happened or whatever, like, you would want the time to like process all of that. And
Mm-hmm.
also, these are not public figures. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
these are normal, regular, everyday people. So they don't
Right.
owe the public a explanation. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, they don't owe you closure for real. This is not like a celebrity that we
A
talk
movie.
about. Yeah, like,
Right.
this is a real person. So they don't necessarily have to come out and like give a statement and all that stuff. They are still like figuring out everything. So I just wish people would be like a little bit nicer.
Yeah. And what a lot of people don't know is that Birmingham and surrounding areas are sex trafficking hubs. Like, it's a
Oh
big
yeah.
sex trafficking hub.
Mhm.
So it's not unlikely that,
Mhm.
something like this happened to
Oh
her,
yeah.
because it happens a lot. They just don't talk about it on the fucking news. Nobody
Oh
talks
yeah.
about it.
Mhm.
So it's by the grace of God that she had a family that cares about her, that put boots on the ground, and that really
Mhm.
applied pressure to Hoover Police and everybody else involved to really make sure that, they got her business out there. Because what probably, or what might have happened, and this is just speculation, is that whoever probably took her saw that she was getting so much, attention on the news and all
Mhm.
of that. They probably let her go because it was gonna bring more attention to them and whatever the fuck else they had going the fuck on if they kept her around. So,
Yeah, and I hope that that is the case, because I'm be honest. Normally, when people have situations like that, the kidnappers are not like, "Oh, let's just let her go." They would probably have killed her.
exactly.
So,
Exactly.
like, that's a nice thought, but in real life,
Mm-hmm.
they would just kill her ass. They already criminals. They're not finna be like, "Let me just let her go." If that was the case, they would be doing that for tons of people that we haven't found yet.
Right.
So, I don't know. I don't know about that. I have my own speculations, because I do feel like it just don't add up yet to me.
Mm-hmm.
But also, they haven't really come out and said anything, and I can understand that. But I
Mm-hmm.
don't know if it's because maybe, they going off a lot of the details that she told, and so maybe they just haven't been able to piece everything together. But
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Even if it was something else, like, say if she had some kind of like mental thing going on, like a breakdown or whatever. I know she's in
Mm-hmm.
nursing school, and I know that that's
Mm-hmm.
hard. It's stressful. The mind is very fragile. So if you're working and in school and you're tired, you could have seen something that might not have been there, or if people,
Mm-hmm.
the mind is very
Yeah,
fragile.
because they did say they found her wig in the car, which is kind of
Yeah.
like, and this is only because we're Black women. It's
Hmm.
kind of like, how, why was the wig not on your head? Like, did you take
I'm thinking, see, at first when I heard that, I was like, 'cause, me being a person who wig is not always in place intact. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes
Mhm.
all my combs are not secure. It's hot outside. Okay.
Right.
I'm like, well, if they got into a tussle, my wig probably could have slipped off too. So that's what I was
Yeah.
thinking.
But
Like,
they said her,
if they was
I guess
tussling,
they grabbed her out the car.
yeah. So I don't know.
But
I'm
I
like,
don't know. I
if
don't
our
know.
sis was fighting, my wig might have came off too, especially if it was that Afro wig y'all be seeing. Baby, that would have flew off my head, because I don't be having them combs in.
Yeah, I hope for, and I don't hope, but it's just like, if this does, and this is not, again, I believe that this Black woman had a traumatic event that
Hmm.
happened to her, and that she has to now start the journey of healing and processing whatever the fuck happened.
Yeah.
But if this was not a kidnapping situation, which is what everybody's thinking, I think it will make it harder for other situations in the future when people try to come forward about other things, or like other stories or other things, especially from women of color.
I
And I hate to
do.
look at it from
Yeah.
that scope,
It's
but
like we have to be
that's just,
perfect in everything. Oh my God. Because at the end of the day, the police did what they were supposed to do. which is go out and find her. Because people are like, well, they spent tax-paying dollars. If your ass was missing, or if it was your kid or your mama, cousin, daddy, brother, whoever, you want somebody to go out and find them. So I feel like the police did exactly what they're supposed to do. They actually went out and did their job, but they don't know the circumstances surrounding it. They in the dark, just like everybody else. So,
Right.
I mean, like, even if it was like maybe she had some kind of mental thing, maybe she could have taken something and they just haven't told the truth. Like, she still needed to have been found, even if she was having some kind of like psychotic thing going on or whatever. Like,
Right.
she still needed to have been found. So I feel like that's so crazy that, like, even in this situation, we have to like make sure that we don't fuck it up for everybody else.
The plight of
That's
being
so
a black woman.
weird. You know what I mean? Like, that's why we don't look
even
at y'all.
experience trauma. We can't even experience trauma.
Like, how many white girls have gone missing and then come to find out like they left with the guy because they were lovers, or like, you know, actually they were the one who killed the kids. Like, they never say that about white women or white people when they go missing. So why does this have to be any different? This is an isolated story, and that just is what it is.
Yeah. And we're praying for her. We're praying for her family because something fucking happened. Like, she went somewhere. Like, whether she walked there, she was taken there, she was whatever. Homegirl went somewhere for 2 days. So, you know, and thank God she was able to make it back to her family, you know, in what we seem to know, one piece, you know?
Yes, yeah.
So, yeah. We don't even know. We really don't know
about what happened. Yeah. I'm not okay. Can I say one thing that's funny to me? That's funny to me. Somebody after somebody after the Today Show interview with her parents today, they put a picture of Jussie Smollett up. And I don't know. It's they didn't even say anything. They just put the picture there, and I knew exactly what they was talking about.
Yeah, I guess only because it's like, if you know Hoover, Alabama, it's like, this can't be no hoax, because this could have been nothing. This could have not been national news. Like, so easily could have not been national news. So it's just like, I feel like if they tried to set this up as a hoax or something, the likelihood that this was gonna hit the way it did was not guaranteed. Because how many black girls in Birmingham probably then went missing?
Exactly. I don't think it was a hoax at all, but I think maybe something happened and she's having to like explain it, because the whole thing too is probably super overwhelming because like it's gotten this much media attention, and so she's you know, I'm just speculating, but she's probably trying to like figure out how to explain it, and she may not have a great explanation.
I was about to say, she might not be able to explain, because if she lost her mind, how do you explain that? And then if somebody snatched you and you ain't really see nothing, you just know you was grabbed and you was moved and you was whatever. How do you explain that?
Or
it's a fucked up situation.
If somebody grabbed you and snatched you and they said, you know, I'm gonna find you, or you know, you better not say anything, or you know, I know your parents now, I seen them on the news, you know, I'm gonna come back for them. Like, she could be afraid for her life. So I think the whole situation is very touchy. I just want black people to stop being so unserious. Please. Okay, because I'm the kind of person, I'm gonna laugh, but it's not funny. Okay,
because this could have went a lot of ways. This could have, because this could have, and I hate to compare the two, but when that little girl Cupcake went missing, you know, and then what was it, about 2 days later they found her?
Yeah, it might have been a little longer, but I remember the day that they found her, because it was around classic time that they found her.
Yeah, well, it wasn't no too long that she was, you know, it was maybe a week at most. But
And that
you
was her
know,
own mama and them.
and
So
daddy and all of that fucked up crazy stuff
yeah.
situation that baby got
And
involved in.
I'm gonna say this too. It's sad that like if she really did see a toddler out there, that you cannot even trust that like you're not
Being a
being
good
set up.
Samaritan.
You know what I'm saying? Like you
Yeah.
can't even trust that you can just help somebody else and you're gonna be safe. And I hate to say
Mhm.
it, you might have to look out for you.
Oh,
Like you
I've
might have
been
to
said
call it
if
in
it
and
was
be like,
me,
while
I
still
would have called that
driving.
shit in and kept it rolling.
Yeah.
I don't give a crap because first of all these cars and people driving by and ain't nobody concerned about a baby on the side of the road. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not about to stop and be concerned about a baby on the side of the road.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I would call the
Maybe that's fucked
police.
up to say. I would call it in. No, don't get me wrong. I would definitely
I
call
would
it
call the
in.
police, but
But
I'm
as
not
far
stopping
as
the car.
me stopping, if I don't see nobody else stopping, like now, if I see some other cars starting to pull over to say, "Oh, what's go?" You know how sometimes you'll see
Mm-hmm.
cars pull over if it's a commotion,
Mm-hmm.
then I might pull over. But just me,
I ain't
getting
pulling
on my
over there.
car at nighttime to go look at to get a baby on
And
I four fifty
459
nine.
is dark. Yeah.
No.
Mm-mm.
And ain't nobody else seeing this baby? No.
Mm-mm.
No. I'm
Mm-mm.
going
Now
home.
that's not me condemning because it's like, look, if you got a pure heart like that, I think that's beautiful. Like I think that is a
Yeah,
great
but
thing
some
to
shit is
have.
weird. Some shit is weird. And when it's weird, I don't fuck
Yeah,
with
some
weird. I don't
situations
fuck
just
with
do feel
weird.
fishy, and so use your discernment on a
Mhm.
lot of this stuff because okay,
But it's a
like
fucked up
people
world.
take
It's a cold
advantage
world we live
of
in.
you having a good spirit. Like
Mhm.
people, if that was some kind of setup or whatever, or whatever it was, or people know, oh well, if it's a baby out here, people are gonna stop. Like people are counting on you being a good person. So,
Mhm.
like sometimes you gotta like bitch up a little bit. Like I hate to make it seem like that, but it's the truth.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And again, it's like just some situations, it's like what do you like? Because it was like, okay, if you was a baby, what I do? Get the baby, take the baby to the police station, and like, and then again, it's I-459. Somebody dropped this baby off here. The baby did not just like the baby. Because again, if you're from Alabama, if you frequent that area, which me and Jessica both have,
Mm-hmm.
you don't. A baby ain't just. It's not a street. It's not a
Yeah,
cul-de-sac.
yeah.
It's a fucking
Somebody
freeway.
let that baby out.
Like they dropped that
It's
baby off on the fucking
yeah,
freeway.
it's straight highway down there. Yeah,
So
and at
that
night
was not
it's
an
dark.
accident. That's not
Yeah.
an accident. Like I'm just gonna be honest. If I saw that shit, I be seeing weird shit all the time, and I keep it pushing. But if I saw that shit, I would probably call my mom and be like, "Ma, it's a baby on the freeway." Like but I'm not about to stop because it's like I-459, somebody placed that baby on that freeway, and whoever put that baby out there probably ain't far away. Because again, it's I-459. It's a busy freeway. There's constant traffic on it.
Yeah. I would just say because I think I can say I guess most of our audience is ladies. I would say just be careful. Like you might need to get you a little taser, a little knife, a little gun,
I'm
or
about to give me a
something.
pistol. I saw one on
Um,
sale at Academy past weekend. It was
yeah.
$300 and it was purple. I was like, bet.
Mm-hmm. And really like learn how to use your things and be quick with it because these people are really crazy out here and I don't know. The world is just very wicked. I say that all the
The
time on this
devil out
show,
here.
but it is very wicked. Like, yeah. And even with this, like the conversation we were having in the beginning with fooling around with these other folks, man, be careful with that shit too. Because a girl a few weeks ago or last week or something, she walked up to this girl in Birmingham and shot her. Just like walked up to her in public and shot her. And she was pregnant and she was holding her, she was with her kids, like holding her baby. And yeah, so it's like,
Wow.
look, sometimes I know we like it's fun and it's like cool to be like, yeah, I'm a city girl and I'm doing the things and it's all of that is fine and live your life and have your fun, but don't be stupid. Okay. And
Yeah.
be vigilant. And when it comes to a lot of these men, they're not even worth it anyway. Like
Yeah.
when they really get down to the nitty and the gritty, they're not even worth it anyway. They're not doing what they supposed to be doing. They not giving you nothing. They ain't got no money. They wreaking havoc over your life, and they not adding nothing positive to it. Don't be out
Right.
here getting shot or fighting with some other girl who ain't got nothing else to lose. Because a lot of these girls is lawless and evil too. Nah, I'm not finna lose my life over no nigga. So
And
let's
that's why I be in the
yeah.
house.
Mm-mm.
But I die.
I know that's
Cause it's a
right.
crazy world we live in.
For real. You
These
better stay
motherfuckers.
prayed up.
Speaking about crazy world we live in. So as y'all know, the writers have been on strike. What, like, is it been like 3 months
Maybe.
now?
Yeah, forever. Definitely for doing the
For a
BET
minute.
Award.
Right. For a minute now. The last week, which I think I told y'all this was coming a month or two ago.
Mm-hmm.
The actors, SAG AFTRA, however you say it,
SAG Afra.
AFTRA, they on strike too, which means a lot of the movies and the TV shows and everything that we were looking forward to watching and seeing in the next year and some change has not gotten pushed out. So if you thought you was gonna have to wait till 2024 to see fucking Euphoria, how about you just go ahead and push that to probably 2026?
Yeah. Baby, when I saw that, I said, I just won't watch it.
P Valley, you thought you was gonna be down in the valley where the girls get naked. How about you push that to 2025?
Yeah. At this point, by the time some of these shows come out, I ain't gonna even be the target audience no more.
We gonna be some old ass bitches.
Gonna be
You gonna be married with kids. I might even be married myself. Who knows?
P Valley gonna be a nursing home.
Mercedes gonna turn into a Cadillac.
Yeah. It's a big Buick. It's gonna be a Buick. Baby, these writers is a mess. And I don't blame them, because you know what? Pay these people they got their money at the end of the day. It ain't like they ain't got the money. That's what kills me. Everybody else is making so much money, hand over fist. I just watched that movie. It's called She Said, and it was talking about how they brought like Harvey Weinstein and like the journalists and how they brought them out. He paying out millions of dollars to people just to keep their mouth shut. Take some of that money away from these damn nasty ass, musty ass, big crusty ass, I want to massage ass, nasty niggas, these white people, these predators, and put
Stop
it.
paying The Rock all that goddamn money. Cause The Rock only. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. Like, that's the shit that don't be making sense to me when like they'll be like, The Rock is the highest paid actor. He gets paid $270 million to do a movie. Why the fuck are y'all paying The Rock $270 million to do a movie?
I guess because he makes so much money.
Like, come on. He do the same shit in every movie.
Does. He's the same person in every movie.
Like, come on, y'all can pay him 3, 4, 5 mil. It's okay, and spread that wealth somewhere else.
I would defend him more if he claimed he was black, but he don't. So I don't have anything to say.
I would defend him more if he was actually an actual actor. He don't be acting.
Nah, even if he wasn't, even with the acting that he does, if he was out here like telling people he was black, I would have more to say about it. But since he don't, I don't. As far as with the writers, I just feel like pay them their money. Pay them their money. Don't be funny with my money, honey. And that what Beyonce said. Let's get real. Let's get real with it.
Yeah, and
this how much they was making, $27 an hour.
Right. And that's the actors. And you know them people be talking about how they be on set for 12, 15 hours. And I know a lot of people are probably like, oh, that's still a decent amount of money. Da, 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 da. But okay, sometimes I know we all think that acting is like this thing where they just show up and the cameras turn on and they read these lines and then they go on by their day. But like a lot of times, like when we talk about stuff like Mission Impossible, where Tom Cruise jumping off of damn cliffs, or you talking about,
Mhm.
movies like Precious, where you got to do some deep down, soul, type of pulling from deep dark places to, tell a story or to evoke an emotion. That ain't no easy feat, because if it was, everybody and their
Mhm.
mama to be doing it. So
Yeah.
it's just like, they deserve, just like the writers,
Yeah.
because writers are creating worlds, creating stories and characters that have never been seen, never been heard of. Like we never would have had Insecure if Issa Rae didn't want to write that shit. Like, she's a writer
Mhm.
first, and she'll tell
Mhm.
you that. Like, that's her passion, being a creative. So it's just like the fact that these studios and these, companies like Warner Brothers and NBC and some of these major ABCs and all these CCBs and whatever the fuck else EEs out
Disney.
there. Right. Making all this, we talking about trillions and trillions and
Mhm.
trillions of dollars a year off these films and franchises and all of that, and they don't even want to give these people who are writing the stories and acting out the stories the money, because without them there is no fucking movies. Like, that's
Yeah.
the shit that's why I don't be
Yeah.
understanding how they allow people to strike, because I'm like, y'all do realize if every single actor in Hollywood decided not to do shit, y'all will stop making money.
Mhm. I think too it's important to say that, like, a lot of the actors that do make crazy amounts of money, that is like the 1% of actors.
Right.
Most actors do not make a lot of money. I was,
Mm-hmm.
y'all know I've been reading a book every month, and I read Viola Davis's book, and it took her so long to like be making money. Even after she won an Oscar, she still was
Mm-hmm.
not making the money that she really deserved, and that's because she was a black woman. And so a lot of these people, they take like these extra jobs, or like just random odd and end jobs on movies, on TV shows they probably would never even want you to watch. They just need to pay their damn rent. And for
Mm-hmm.
LA to be a place that's so expensive to live, and the,
Right.
the work that they're doing, they deserve to be paid. And not only that, not only just the actors, but the entire like crew. It takes so much to like put a whole production together, from the set
Yes.
design to the costumes to the, you know, all of the things, the
Hair and
lighting
makeup.
department, hair and makeup, the editors, like all these things, like the
Mm-hmm.
people who even scout the locations for movies and all this stuff. Like,
Right. The
I,
grippers. I know y'all don't know who those are, but them the
yeah,
people who come behind and wrap them cords up like
yes,
this. And make sure y'all don't trip and
yes.
break your damn neck when you walk around.
Yes, like that. These people deserve to be paid. I just
Mhm.
I don't know. That's just the nature of America. I feel like they want everybody to do everything and don't want to pay them at all. And I guess that maybe we
Mhm.
just got too used to slavery, and so we just nickel and dime people all the time. But people deserve to have their money. And honestly, me and you, we've been in situations where we work jobs where we have to do X, Y, Z, A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, and the third,
All on one
and
leg.
on one leg with one hand,
Touching your nose.
not no
Do the
food, no
hokey pokey.
water, and expect to like be happy about it and don't get paid.
Mm-hmm.
And then you come to work and they be like, "Well, what's wrong with you? Why do you have an attitude?"
Well, that's because I didn't go to bed till 2 o'clock this morning, and I only had a piece of toast yesterday, and I haven't slept for the last 3 days.
And you trying
I
to play
always
games with my money.
I always feel like Helen. Anytime I think about that time in my life, I just feel like Helen. My hair falling out. Can't eat. Can't sleep.
Can't keep anything down. I saw one of them on TikTok. TikTok is very messy.
Oh, going to the Renaissance concert, girl. I
Yeah,
saw that TikTok earlier today, and I was like,
get the fuck on.
speaking of, never mind. I'll talk about this after we get out of the show. But I was just
Mm-hmm.
surprised that it was a lot of people at the Renaissance concert. But I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I'm a petty bitch. I was definitely paying attention to who was in what seats, and I was like, I thought you had it like that, but you was sitting up there in the nosebleeds. Oh, okay.
Mm.
I know I ain't pocket watching y'all. I'm just, sometimes
Mm.
people really, and that's why we say on this podcast all the time, do not fall for the social media hype. Do not, some of these influencers and these people who get thousands and thousands of likes and all these people who y'all be thinking be living a certain life, a certain type of way. A lot of times shit is not as sweet as it seems. So run your race, focus on your shit and do what you supposed to do, because I'm telling you, this shit do not be what it seems. These people choose what to show you off these devices. Okay?
Yep.
That shit is not real life.
And half of that don't be that cute anyway. But I ain't gonna go there because then people be like, "Oh, you're a hater.
You're a hater."
You're a hater." Am I? Anyway,
It's a fine line between hating and being real. And
everybody's not cute. That's just a thing. That's a fact. Actually, everybody isn't giving. It's and I don't care what y'all say. I'm probably the mean one on the show. That's fine. All the girls.
Because I totally can agree. I mean, and I can even say sometimes I don't be giving, but I also don't be giving a fuck. That's the other thing. I'm not online.
Yeah.
Portraying to be like that. I'm that girl as Albany,
Yeah.
That's me. I'm supposed to be, but I'm not online talking about, oh, this is the lifestyle that I'm trying to live. No, like I keep it real. I keep it a beam with y'all because, like, what the fuck, like. I'm here to show people that you can have a decent life being who the fuck you are and doing what the fuck you're supposed to do and just doing right and trying to be a decent ass person. That's it. Like, period. I'm not trying to be the next whatever, the blah, blah, blah. I'm just trying to do whatever it was that God put me on this earth and walk my path. Okay? Like, cut and dry.
Cut and dry. Yeah.
So, but we are praying for the folks out there in Hollywood because TV, I love watching TV. I know movies, and and it's supposed to be some really good things coming out within the next year or so. So I'm hoping that, the people and the big wigs and the old farty white men can go in their office, in them boardrooms, and have some meetings and come to an agreement to pay these people what they need to be paid so we can keep it pushing. Because half y'all about to die in the next 20 years anyway. So what you gonna do with that money anyway? Pay these folks. Okay,
please, do right by
pay these folks this money. But I will say, while the writer strike and the actor strike is going on, make sure you tune into some of your favorite podcasts. You ain't gonna have shit else to watch. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow, and share some of your favorite podcasts, because I do think that we will see another surge, kind of like we did during the pandemic. Yes. With like reality-based TV, podcasts, YouTube videos, and all of that, because all of this is unscripted. So
right, yeah,
and you can do it anywhere. You can do it anywhere. You had a phone, you can whatever. You ain't gotta have no director, writer, nothing.
And it don't have to be fancy, whatever. You can just start.
So I think it will help us.
I hope so. Shout out to the lady who called me a pick-me.
Yes, because the Lord chose us. Oh,
I know that's right. When I tell you, I don't be mad at that at all. I'd be so happy that like people comment. Like when I saw that, I was excited because I'm like, okay, why do you do that? Like, elaborate. Like somebody else come in and put the little like sweating emoji. That's a person I went to high school with, but they didn't elaborate either. Elaborate next time. Like, we're not scary girls. Talk to us. Tell us why you think that.
You can't hurt my feelings. Okay, it ain't much I ain't never heard. So whatever you say, I probably have heard it 3 times over at this point in my life.
The way I don't care, I just want y'all to like talk. I want dialogue. If we say something on here y'all don't agree with, are we cool with the emails and the DMs and all that? Put it in the comments. Start some kind of dialogue. That's what I be wanting to see, y'all. So yeah.
At this point, if you got a worthy enough statement, you might be able to come on the fucking show.
Yeah.
Okay. Plead your case.
It's all love.
Tell me why I'm wrong.
You don't have to agree. It's all love.
Check me. This is a safe space. This is why it's real raw and rich conversation, because we can be wrong. We can say some shit. We can talk out the side of our neck sometimes. We say that all the time, that, what we say tomorrow might not be how we think today. And how we feel tomorrow might not be how we think next day. That is what it is.
I've gone back and listened to old episodes and I'd be like, what was I talking about? Like that's just how it
Every
is when
year.
that's how it is when you're
I'm like,
young, you're growing, you'll be 10 toes down on something. Next year you be like, oh, that was stupid. That was so stupid. That's just how it
actually.
is. That's just how it is.
So also,
anyways.
we're almost at 100 subscribers on YouTube. So shout out to y'all. We appreciate y'all.
Yes.
Please get us to 100 because if we get to 100, that means we can get to 500. When we get to 500, we can get to 1K. Once we hit 1K, it's up from there. So,
yeah.
I mean, so we just appreciate y'all rocking with us. Beyonce, woo, girl.
Okay, girl.
Okay, girl. I know, honestly, because that's how I feel. I'm still pinching
She
myself.
said, woo. Beyonce.
Hey.
Okay, girl.
That's how I feel, man.
Yes.
I'm still like, when you go and you experience, you're gonna know exactly how I feel.
You know I'm gonna be excited because
you gonna be like,
because last time I acted up, I don't care.
We cut up.
I don't care where I'm at in the damn stadium. I'm having fun. That is my girl.
I had a good time. I know I was singing. I know y'all heard me in the back of all my clips going in,
and I don't care
because I'm a forever shoe bop. But
no, that's
anyways, make sure y'all like, subscribe, follow.
Yes.
It's always down here at the bottom. All of that. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at The Real Albany Ayana and on Twitter at _Albany Ayana_.
And you can follow me on Instagram at _The Real Jessica Monique and on TikTok at The Real Jessica _Monique. I'll also put our link tree down here. I've been doing that in the description box. So wherever you like to find us, you can find us, baby. We're even on Pinterest. Okay. We're giving the girls a vibe. Okay. Anywhere you want to be Black Bougie about it, you can do that. All right.
It's a lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle.
So thank you so much for watching. We love y'all. Talk to us in the comments and we'll see you on the next episode. Bye.